I first suspected dairy wasn't working for my body at a time that my stomach began hurting after having things like nachos, milk, ice cream. Started with some small cramps. Then eventually these things got worse. And so from the cramps, from the discomfort, to not being able to hold my bowels and having to find the bathroom right away or a few hours later, and my stomach like churning. There was a time that I was using lactate pills because I figured out that my body had trouble digesting lactase. My mom gave them to me and she was saying this will help you digest dairy. And so for quite a few years, actually, I would say a good 3 or 4 years, these lactate pills would be working. Anytime I wanted nachos, I would just have a lactate pill beforehand. That would be fine, but then it got to the point where things just fell apart. Like the lactate pills didn't seem to work. I went from like having 1 lactate pill to 2 lactate pills before eating some dairy. And most noticeably, drinking milk or having ice cream or just having cheese, whether it be cheese on nachos, cheese on mac and cheese, it just seemed to always be affecting me. It was really bad when I would have these lactate pills before pizza, and then like later that night, say I had pizza for lunch, middle of the night, I'll wake up in so much pain and having to go to the bathroom. That was my sign that these lactate pills aren't even working anymore. It's been a surrender. After all the times I've tried to continue to have dairy products, whether it be like a little bit of cheese or a lot of cheese or just like 1 slice of pizza, it definitely was a surrender because my body was telling me no more, and I just couldn't deal with the discomfort and the bowel movements I was having in the middle of the night. So definitely was a surrender. It's been easier to surrender as time has moved on. Been able to have lots of different fatty, cheesy-like products that have been able to satisfy me. In the beginning, I definitely missed dairy a lot. It's a decision I'm consciously making to like not go back and try, because it was a surrender at first and now it's more of a decision.
What did you miss most about dairy initially?
Going to restaurants and being able to get anything on the menu. There's so many different things that have dairy. That's one of the things I really miss, just being able to eat at the same restaurants with people. I say now things have quite changed a lot, especially in the Bay Area. There's lots of different places that have dairy-free options or are vegan, and so that's really helpful. Originally, as far as at home, chips and cheese, nachos, cheese, Doritos, or some plain tortilla chips along with like that sprinkled Mexican cheese. So that was one of the things I really missed. Originally, I would say definitely pizza and mac and cheese. Those were the top 3 things I know I missed. There's so many different vegan options, dairy-free options. It's gotten to the point where I know I don't miss anymore. There was a couple months that I felt like, oh, I want cheese on this, I want cheese on that. And now it's to the point where I've had so many cheese-like things like the cashew spread, the cashew puree, feta, coconut feta. Like there's so many different options that have been able to satisfy me as far as that cheesy fattiness, but there was a time that I missed it. Like the first couple months probably really heavy. But then when it comes to those cold treats, you know, I got the cashew creamery, shout out to Mr. Dewey's. But then also at home, just being able to experiment with things that have like coconut and soy milk. Those have been able to satisfy like those frozen creamy treats as well. And so for that, I would say I'm at a point now I don't miss it, but I also know it was hard making that jump. And it would have been even more difficult if my body wasn't telling me to surrender. My body just I feel healthier in the ways that were the mucus aspect. I don't worry about like, oh, is this gonna make me too congested? Or if I am a little sick, like I don't have to worry about continuing to cut things out because I'm already cutting it out. Something that I am loving right now is these frozen treats that I've been making at home. My wife has been making at home. Recently had some like vanilla, you could say nice cream without the dairy, using some soy milk, some coconut milk, some other things that I actually don't know what she all put in because she made it. But I would say that I've been really enjoying experimenting with these frozen treats. Thanks. 5 went out.